Take a deep breath through your nose and exhale deeply. Relax your jaw and continue the deep breathing in and out through your nose. Relax your mind and just let go. Now let your mind become aware of your feet. Visualize a red light flowing up from the bottom of your feet and swirling around the top of your feet. And let your feet just fall where they naturally want to. Now let your mind become aware of your ankles. Visualize that red light swirling up around your ankles, moving into your calves and shins. Let those muscles relax and sink beneath you. Now let that red light swirl up around your knees and into your kneecaps, around the back of your knees. And let those muscles relax. Now let your mind become aware of your thighs. Visualize that red light flowing down the top of your thighs and oozing into the back of your thighs. Let those muscles relax and just let go. Now visualize that red light swirling around your buttocks and into your groin. Let those muscles relax and sink beneath you. Now visualize that red light swirling up around your hips and turning into an orange light, encasing your hip joints in a warm orange light. Now let your mind become aware of your torso. Visualize that orange light swirling around your body into your abdominal area. And visualize a ball of yellow light filling your abdominal area. And with each breath you take, visualize that ball of yellow light expand. Now visualize that yellow light swirling up around your waist, moving into your chest. And visualize your lungs being filled with a green light. And with each breath you take, your lungs becomes filled with that green light. Now let your mind become aware of your hands. Visualize each finger being filled with light in the palm of each hand with each breath you take. Visualize that light swirling up into your wrists and on up your forearms. Let your mind become aware of your elbows and imagine the light moving up into your upper arms and shoulders. And let your shoulder blades relax and sink down with ease. Now let your mind become aware of your back. Visualize that light moving up from your tailbone, moving into each vertebrae, filling it with light with each breath you take, all the way up into the base of your neck. Now let your mind become aware of your neck and throat. Open your lips slightly and then close them. Swallow gently. When you feel your throat open, visualize a blue light flowing down into your throat. And visualize that blue light swirling up around your neck. Now let your mind become aware of your head and face. Let your ears relax. Let your eyes relax. Allow that little space between your eyebrows to relax. Take a deep breath and visualize an indigo light in that space between your eyebrows. And with each breath you take, visualize that light expand. Now let your mind become aware of the top of your head. Visualize a purple light flowing down over the top of your head. And into the rest of your body and flowing down, encasing your body in a bright light. And just let go. And now that you're completely relaxed, I want you to become aware of the ground beneath you. Feel it supporting you in every way. Release any tension that may still be in your neck, shoulders, and face. Take 3 deep breaths, exhaling from your mouth. With each exhale, relax even more. Allow your breathing to return to normal. Place all of your intention on the crown of your head. Spend a few breaths here observing what arises in this area. Be genuinely curious about what may be residing here. Watch the sensations as if you are watching a movie. If it helps to keep your concentration, you can try labeling the sensations as if you are filing them away. Resist the natural tendency to judge or evaluate these sensations. There are no good or bad feelings here, only what is happening in the present moment. Continue moving through your body, placing your attention in different areas. Move your head to the face, neck, and shoulders. Feel the sensations in these areas. Be mindful if there's any tingling, heat, coolness, pain. You may even feel emotions. As you feel each sensation, you give it the opportunity to release. If you feel nothing at all, this is okay too. Now allow your attention to move into your arms and hands. Just keep your awareness on this area. And if thoughts or feelings arise, simply let them pass like the rest of the sensations. Give them no attention, not even to block them, just let them go. Now move into your torso and pelvis. And give each sensation the time to pass. As you give your body and energy attention, you will be able to release. Letting go is first a process of awareness. Move into your legs and feet. And just be mindful of what is in this area. Any pain, coolness, heat. Just be aware, just observe. Now do another body scan and feel if you have any pain or anxiety, emotions, tingling, heat in any areas that need your focus. We need to become aware of what we are releasing before we can truly let it go from our energy. This will help sharpen your attention while limiting your reactivity. If we react to sensations, they are more likely to stay. It is through conscious acknowledgement without reaction that the sensations pass. So if you feel any pain or anxiety or fear or any doubts, just be aware that it's there. Observe it. Be curious about it. without putting any judgment on it for it being there. Feel into that sensation. It may even come on stronger just to get your attention, but then visualize it just being released. As we train our mind with this practice, we also teach ourselves how to not react in situations outside our body. We extend the practice and become observers of our emotions rather than letting our emotions control us. We allow all things to pass and either be released or transmuted. We eventually learn to not hold on to any energy and understand that everything is temporary. Now let your mind become aware of that ground beneath you. And feel your body into the ground, being rooted right into the earth. You can visualize light energy coming up from the ground into your body, or visualize roots hugging around you with loving support and here to guide you. Everything you need is on this earth. If you connect with your heart, you can follow the path and connect closer with the earth and your truth. Everything is energy. Just simply observe and be aware of your experience. Allow it to be without judgment. And feel or listen to anything that is coming up for you now. Whether it's a message, a sensation, a visualization, just allow yourself to stay in the stillness. And connect with your inner voice and knowing. When you are ready, you could bring yourself back to conscious awareness by wiggling your toes, moving your fingers, stretch if you want to. Bring yourself back to here and now. Allow yourself to be awake and alert. And just relax. Kate, I'm glad you didn't fall asleep in that comfy bed over there.
Oh, I almost did.
I'm like
Oh,
surprised you didn't fall asleep.
I kept switching too. I was like, I'm gonna fall asleep. And I kept like seeing things, but like I don't even know, like it was like I was dreaming, so I don't even remember what it was.
Oh no.
But I was like listening to you. So
Yeah.
it was really weird.
So you were deeply relaxed pretty much.
Yeah.
And you were getting visualizations. So you were probably just connecting with that energy and like allowing it to flow through you. And it was just showing up like that. Because I started getting visualizations and like what I was seeing was it was like almost like, so I got the message, we are free, and I kept getting that, and that's a very strong one that keeps coming through to me through a lot of meditations. And what I was seeing was almost like it was creating this path for me, and the light was pushing everything else away from me. So like any darkness and dense energy was just like, and just like all the bullshit, basically, that's how I want to put it, like all the bullshit was being pushed away from me, and there was just like light leading my path, and I was like, oh, this feels good, like kind of thing, like we are free from all this bullshit, kind of like that's that feeling I was getting. And I wanted to expand on that, but I didn't want to go too deep. So I just like allowed it to come back. But it's interesting because this weekend I had a Reiki session, and it was really allowing me to download different things through that Reiki session. And the girl that I was doing it on was being my husband just tagged me in something, was being initiated as a leader of New Earth. And she's an Aquarius too. And I mean, I have the complete understanding that Aquariuses are leading the way, and we're the first sign of the zodiac leading with our intellect. And next, Kate, like I was speaking with you, is Pisces feeling. So she's an Aquarius. And I'm not saying like all Aquariuses are leading the way, but she was being initiated as a leader, and she started bawling, and she was like, I have been feeling like this all week. And she's like, but she's like, this just gave me the validation, and I'm getting chills right now. And I was just seeing so much happening in that Reiki session, and I feel like now through my meditation I'm seeing it more and more. But basically I was seeing, and it's connected with that UFO article that Britt sent me earlier that I showed in the group, but like basically that we have high dimensional beings, I don't know why I was going to say something, surrounding us right now and just continuously giving us light. And this is what I was seeing, and just don't want to interfere, because humans are the ones that are being vessels, and we have to create that shift. And that, you know, they'll interfere if they need to, but they don't want to, so the only way they're doing it is just by like giving us light. So I think that's why that energy of light path was coming up for me. I just wanted to share that because it was a very powerful Reiki session, which I can expand on more at some point. But anybody have any visualizations, anything come up, emotions, pain, anything?
I saw a skull.
Interesting.
Yeah.
During what part?
Towards the end, but I kind of got a little distracted when the dog started barking.
Okay. And it's interesting because when the dog started barking, I thought of you for some reason. It literally went to you and was like, it was like I was telling you not to judge that experience and like just allow that noise to be.
I was trying.
It's fine. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong, but like it was weird how my energy shifted to you directly at that time.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
And that's a practice. Like it takes time. Remember in the beginning, like I would want to like control the dogs, and like then like I realized within myself when I would do meditation and like for myself, it was like, no, like I have to allow the energy to just show up how it's supposed to show up. And like at the same time the dog started barking, the frog started
yeah
too. So that was very purposeful. Whatever was happening in that moment was creating more energy. So, but the skull, that's interesting. I've never seen a skull show up for me or anything. I'm curious what a skull would like.
Probably death.
Death and yeah.
Rebirth, maybe.
I mean, because we go through cycles, death, rebirth, and like we continue to do that. And right now is a releasing phase, so you're probably going through a death cycle right now. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And the new moon moves into rebirth.
All right, what'd you say?
That is interesting. Chelsea, anything for you?
When I first closed my eyes, I saw like an eye,
Okay. That's
and then I
a
was just really tired.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
The
I
eye.
just want to
very-
jump off. I'm just saying goodbye.
Okay. Love
My
you.
aunt is here, so I want to like hang out with her.
Okay.
She's staying for the next few days. But good night, guys. I love you.
Nice.
Good night.
The eye is a very popular symbol, especially when you're opening your third eye. So I've had a lot of people experience that during group meditations, a lot. So it's just showing you and validating to you that you're opening your third eye and you're continuing to do so as you do these meditations. And I keep seeing orbs fly past me, by the way. They keep showing up. I had one right in front of me when I was like reading. It was like right by me. So that's like part of your third eye, actually, being able to see that energy. But it also helps you see that higher perspective. So as you open your third eye, what's going to happen, all of a sudden, it's just going to be like, oh, like this makes sense as to why I'm experiencing it this way or whatever. Like you're going to start to just like catch on by observing your experiences.
I don't know if this means anything, but I was talking to John, and he was saying something about the Powerpuff Girls, and then I was trying to think of the name of one of the Powerpuff Girls, and as I thought of the name Blossom, the television said Blossom at the same time, and I
Wow.
was wondering if that's
Oh yeah,
something to do with Blossom.
that's so super synchronistic. What's going on right here?
Yeah.
That's super synchronistic. That happens often. I also think like the word blossom is like you're blossoming into yourself too. Like that's a very powerful word. So
Yeah.
that's
That's pretty cool.
the Powerpuff Girls. It's how many shows that come up for. I haven't talked about the Powerpuff Girls in like forever.
He's mimicking Mojo Jojo, the evil.
That's
I don't know why.
That's hilarious. See, and you guys are getting along. Like, allow it to just flow, and this is a great time for communication. So, like, you guys, in places where you weren't able to understand each other before, you're going to start to see the side of the other person. Like, Gemini really allows us to be in the shoes of the other person. So, like, when something comes up, like, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Try to do it without too much emotion, which I know, you know, but if emotions come up, allow it to come up, but just try to do it in a very, like just like not in a way where you need to blow up, just like allow them to come up and just like ease into them, I guess is how I would put it. But like, let's say that does come up for you in some way, John will be able to actually connect with your side better than he has in the past.
I was actually showing him the app, the pattern, and he was reading all of it, and he was like, this is weirdly accurate. Like, he was saying it was so on point. But like, I kind of, like, when I said I was being impatient, like, he had told me he was still in love with me, and then I, like, was with him, and I was like, I love you, and I looked at him nervously because I didn't know if he was going to say it back, and he's like, I heart you too, and I kind of got, like, annoyed.
For you, that's a trigger.
Yeah.
You don't need that from him. You don't now, but in the past you felt like you needed that. You have love within you that you don't need that. Just know that his presence is there and he has told you he loved you. Now you need to trust in that and know that if it is right for him and it feels right, he will respond that way. He's scared too, just because of what's happened. You know, he doesn't want to jump back into it. He really cares that much that he's trying to make it slow. Do you get what I'm saying? He cares that much. Not that he doesn't care enough. He cares that much that he's he's scared. He doesn't want to get hurt again because you have that capacity to do that. And he wants to do it the right way.
And I felt bad because I'm pushing him a little bit. Like, I don't want to push him away. Like, I was like, are we going to talk again? And he's like, yeah, but you're annoying me that you keep saying it every night. Like,
so Chelsea, here's where you just need to do what feels right. Take yourself away from that fear that it's not going to just pan out. And you don't need that attachment. Practice detached love. Reach out to him when it feels right. If it feels right to just like give yourself some space, do that without fear that he's going to go away.
Yeah.
That's your biggest fear, right? That you're going to lose him?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to lose him. The only way you can lose him is if you keep leaning into that fear. Don't do that. Lean back into yourself. Know that the universe has kept him in your life for a reason, and you want this to turn out healthily. Let him also lead you in some ways. So remember we were talking about the God and goddess, like he's a God for you. He's showing you. So let him lead you in some ways. And then in the ways that it feels right for you to lead, allow yourself to do it.
Okay.
Okay. You got this. And right now you're going through releasing. Remember, so this releasing period, you're going to start to do things that is like a habit that you want to release. You don't want this part of your habit anymore. So just be mindful as it's coming up. That's all. Don't judge it. If you do it, it's okay. But what you can do for the new moon is set intentions on how you want to be for this new relationship. This is all new. Let's make it all new. Let's not make it back to what it was. Let's make it all new and how we can evolve from previous experiences.
Yeah. Sounds good.
You're good. Is Amanda sleeping over there? Because I don't see her. She might be. She's super pregnant too, so she might be passed out. All right, I'm gonna pull some cards for you girls. How's Marie doing? Did she experience anything?
Ray, are you with us? she's barely awake. She said that it was a crazy experience.
That's what she said?
Ray, how do you feel? She feels tingly.
Raising vibrations in her, that's all I'm doing.
Did you see anything? Any animals or anything?
I tell you, I'm like a lullaby. Everyone's asleep. Like, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good night. I should actually, that's a great idea. I should start doing meditations for Jade to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Because she loves meditating, so I should do that. Oh, that was an excellent insight. I'm totally doing that. Okay, anyway, and then I'll get my channeling stronger too. Okay, Chelsea, I'm pulling you first because you're the first one I see. That's what I do across the screen. Like my shirt, by the way, I showed Brittany earlier. It says, "And into the forest I go to lose my mind and find my soul."
Ooh, I like that. That's one of the shirts you got when you were shopping?
No, actually, this is a different website, but yeah, that website was awesome. But I got it, like, probably 2 days later. I was like, oh, I need that one too. But it's like this shirt. Like they're either like cropped or just regular t-shirt or like a tank cut. Oh, they're so cute. I'm actually not surprised you got this card because I pulled it and the frog made noise and I said the frog means transformation and you got transformation.
Ooh.
So, and I know you're going through a transformation right now, just based on what you're experiencing. Just trust. You're gonna stop connecting with fear and start connecting more with trust and love. Know that John's going to say what he means, right? So don't try to find more information from him in any way. Just like allow him to say what he wants to say and appreciate what he's giving you, I guess, and try instead of trying to get more out of him. Which I think was just a security thing. But like we said, you don't need that security. That security's here. He's going to come to you as a whole person. Now it's your time for you to come to him as a whole person too. And it'll all pan out. And that you can't get it wrong either. Just keep those intentions. Oh, here's the frog again. Oh no. Am I freezing or am I good?
The connection's bad.
It is. Can you hear me or no? Am I better or no? It says my connection's fine, but I can't hear anybody else. Did anybody hear me? No? Card 13. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me or no? Chelsea, I see you moving, but can you hear me?
A little bit.
A little bit?
The connection's pretty bad. I didn't hear anything. It keeps freezing.
No. Hold on. Let me see if I move it. Is this better? Is that better or no? I'm still freezing. Great. I can't even find this card. Hold on. Violet. What is this? Black. You can't hear me? Hold on. I can move. Am I still frozen?
No, I think now you're working.
I'm working?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I found the card. All right. So it says the time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you can ever imagine. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in my life who I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so that I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. Oh, go here. The traditional tarot is death. After Britt just brought that up before to this card. So that's weird. This is great to journal around too. So journal around the fact that you, why do you feel like you need John to say I love you? Journal around those things to see where inside of you that you need to bring yourself more love. And know that you don't I want to say you don't always need to be constantly holding hands. You guys can take that space and it's still going to be okay. And I mean that kind of metaphorically, it's still going to be okay. He's telling you that he's in love with you. That line that I was talking about, that is that attack, that light line that's between your hearts, that's still there. Now we got to release all the attachments that's keeping you from connecting soul connection. Okay. So that's what you're going to work on. And the new moon will do some intentions and you can make it around this. Okay. Any questions? Okay, good. I'm so happy for you, just so you know. So like I said, I'm here for you at any time. Reach out if you need it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, this is mine. Interesting. Deception and envy. Uh-oh. Okay, card. Does someone envy me? Do I envy someone else? Because I don't feel like I do. What? Okay, let's see. Okay, deception and envy. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This card comes at a time when individuals or conditions aren't what they appear to be. How well do you really know the people around you? Are they telling you everything you need to know? In business, make sure you gather all the necessary information so that you're aware of and understand all the facts before continuing. You've worked hard. Don't let others take from you what is rightly yours. Unfortunately, some people may be envious of your accomplishments. This card also represents a time of sudden and unexpected changes, or when plans that you're undertaking may not turn out exactly the way you envisioned. Have a plan B as a fallback strategy to prevent future problems. Use this card as a reminder to be prepared. It's better to be safe than sorry. Interesting. part of me feels like this is around releasing my agenda and making sure that I am like not just being so rigid in my plans, and make sure I'm opening myself up to it. And I'm curious because I do know there are some people that are envious around me that I have that have been reaching out to me recently. Remember that lady I said that worked at the shop, and she was like talking shit kind of in the beginning when I first started working there. Well, she has been reaching out and using my makeup, so I'm just like kind of just being wary of her and just being nice but not being too personable, because I don't know if her energy still connects with that. So we'll see. We will see. All right, Britt, I'm gonna pull you a card.
All right, and then Marie.
Okay. She's still sleeping.
I think she's awake, right? She's awake.
Okay, patience, Britt.
This is mine.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah. I think
Right.
it's Chelsea too. Okay. 14. I think this definitely connects to you though. This card signifies the need for patience, self-control, adjustment, moderation, and balance when dealing with others as well as yourself. This could be in areas of how you think and work, and how you handle school, recreation, the people in your life, or the spiritual path that's set before you. As a soul, you have more than one aspect of yourself to draw on for support. It's all about integration and learning to blend and balance both the physical and the spiritual. You're an ethereal being in the physical body, enjoying a human experience. Therefore, since you're both, you should honor all of you. If you go through life, I just saw another orb right in front of me. So it literally, like I see it,
Wow.
and it comes like that. Anyway, if you go through your life denying yourself the joy of combining these aspects, you're missing out on so much of what the world has to offer. Why accept a path that's half lived? The patience card reminds you to open your heart and your mind and allow yourself to listen to other people's ideas, thoughts, and perspective. Blissful harmony can be achieved when everyone learns to work as one. All benefit. Listening, sharing, and reaching out will help you renew your faith in yourself and humankind. You'll become more aware of the miracles around you as well as the ones that you have a hand in creating.
Nice.
It's a nice card.
It's a good one.
Sounds like stay open right now. Just be observant of everything you're experiencing.
Just need to relax.
Totally.
Marie.
Don't change everything. All is well. Allow yourself to just be right now. Okay, Marie got trapped in fear. Card 8.
Marie, you hear this?
Hold on, I gotta find it. Yeah, okay. This card reveals that it's actually your own fear that has you immobilized and trapped, preventing you from making decisions or choices. You are the one who's holding yourself prisoner or hostage, and in order to continue your journey, you must first face your fears so that new people and conditions can manifest. Many individuals choose to stay in this place because they can't see the road ahead. They feel a misguided sense of safety there, or they're afraid of starting something new. But staying will only add to your levels of stress and anxiety and create adverse effects in your physical body. Seek out wise counsel for assistance. You don't have to do this alone, but know that you possess all the tools that you need to free yourself. You're forgetting how strong you really are. This period will end when you use your mind to cut through the limitations caused by your emotions. Frog. Frog's talking again. Marie, hear that?
Good, yeah.
Okay.
Does it resonate with you? Does everything resonate with me?
Okay, good. She needs to talk to me, and I can talk to her too. I help people out of fear, so.
What, Marie?
Alright, so I've only felt this feeling one other time.
Can you hear her, Jacqueline?
Yep.
Like the other time was when I was doing Tai Chi yoga.
Okay.
So the beginning part, the meditation, just like releasing everything and feeling every part of your body, right?
Uh-huh.
I like at first I was like, oh, red light. Like I'd never done one with like pointing out using a red light,
Yeah.
but I actually felt all the lights flowing through my whole entire body, and then like my whole body was all lit up.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that's normal.
That's so good.
Like literally my whole thing was shining. They're all different colors. And at
That's
first I'm like,
awesome.
all right, I do
So
this
you're
like
removing the blocks.
I'm like, hold on, am I like toes just sleeping, or am I like I was sitting on the couch weird because I just ate, so I wasn't sure. I was like the slant, there's a lean, but then like blowing up to my ankles and all the other parts of my body, like felt continued to feel that, and I'm like, all right. And then like I still had the thoughts, like some thoughts, that that was I was not all day. In my head, I just kept like pushing them out, and then like the top of the head part was like so intense.
What happened?
I like felt that was when I created this ball of energy in Tai Chi yoga, like putting the ball of energy like throughout my whole body. So, like really was like in a trance.
That's awesome. That's really good. That you were like allowing yourself to connect. I keep seeing orbs. This is nuts. Allowing yourself to like feel into that space that's within you, not just like the physical body part of you. So you were able, that's really good to be able to connect with that like so easily too, and like feel into it. Because not everyone could do that right away. So it's good that you were able to do that without like being all up in your mind and like trying to make things
So
happen.
cool. Like I was so at rest. Like I was like awake listening, but like not getting out of it. Like when you had said that, like, all right, wiggle your toes. Like I didn't want to get out of it.
I know. I almost went a little further, but I knew if I did, that I think you guys all would have fell asleep.
It was great.
That's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I love like getting like new girls too and like experiencing it, because everyone has their own experience, and usually it's different than a lot of things they've ever done. So
Yeah, it was so and like
that's
for the
awesome.
art thing, like I feel like I've just been so independent on my own for a
Mhm.
while. So like I think something in the back of my head is like, okay, are you like scared to like be someone else, or like ever give anyone else a chance, or like
Yeah, totally.
fear of opening up again, or
Yeah, and I'm sure it's based off past experiences and not wanting to take a chance to get into a wrong place. But that's where we need to connect with the unknown and like the faith of the unknown rather than the fear of what, because when we connect with faith, it allows us to connect with that higher vibration and actually the energy we want to bring into our life. But when we connect, what were you gonna say?
sorry,
No.
keep going.
No, but when you connect with fear, it's actually blocking you from everything that you are meant to receive. Like, so if you release that and just really start to connect with faith, like you could say, like, I trust myself, I trust the universe, like, I trust that everything I'm meant to receive will come to me, and like trust that everything that you're meant to experience is all that you're going to experience, rather than sitting there trapped in fear, worrying about like what could happen and thinking on a negative spiral, because we don't need that. You know what I mean? And when you connect with, those affirmations and like really connect with trust, then you're opening yourself up to the flow of abundance from the universe, honestly.
And that keep, like you just said before, like have faith, which has just sparked my brain to something that happened yesterday. I was driving back home, and like that song "You Gotta Have Faith" came on.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, true. Like that's my confirmation name. I was like, true. I can't forget faith. And I like looked down at my right wrist, and I have like a bird tattoo, like remind me to always be free. And then I was like, wow, that would be cool to get like faith tattooed on my other wrist.
Yes, I'm getting so many chills right now too, which is speaking
Cool.
proof that message came through to you for a reason. Like
Yeah.
that is the universe connecting with you and like giving you signs, and like reaching out to you, and we just need to like appreciate them and like accept them and receive them without necessarily second guessing. Because when we can do that and really have confidence in what we're receiving, we're able to receive more. So yeah. And like the way I think of faith is like trust in the unknown. Faith is trust in the unknown. Like just really trusting in knowing there's something higher than us working with us for our success in the things that we want. Like honestly, when I started being confident in like what I wanted to manifest in my life, I have completely created it, and it's just getting even stronger. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't go through my own challenges and battles. If anything, sometimes I feel like it's harder for me at times, but I always get into the next evolution of myself because I'm always connecting with that faith rather than the fear and letting that guide me, because that doesn't do me any well at all. Does not do any good. So, yeah.
Yeah, I really like that outlook.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll help you. And you should join us Monday, like I was saying with Chelsea, and write down all of the intentions of like, we'll like really go into like a manifesting type of situation, because new moon is all about creating new intentions, new beginnings for ourselves. And really we'll write down, like, allow ourselves to like visualize what it is that we really want to bring into our life right now without limiting ourselves. There doesn't need to be any limitations. We deserve everything that we've ever wanted, and the universe wants to give us that. So it's not about how we get it. It's about just knowing that that is our right, our divine right. And we will have it because we're free. And the only thing limiting us is society and just like anything that is being thrown at us. That's not truth.
Totally.
Which is everywhere, and it's shitty. And I think that was my visualization, basically. So like my visual was like everything, like I just was like, all I wanted to do was like keep my focus and stay in the light, and like allow everything else to just like stay away from me, to not blind me, or like, because like there's so much getting thrown at us, and we need to just like blind that all out and not connect with it, and just connect with truth and the light and love. And when we do that, we're able to walk actually very easily by doing that. And like during my Reiki session, actually this past weekend, what I saw was a bridge. I saw us all crossing a bridge. And I visualized that as like an energetic bridge, that when we start to connect with this mindset and way of living, we're crossing that bridge from fear and moving into love. Like that's literally what I was seeing. It was really cool. I'm like, what is happening over here? So we'll get there. And you have Britt over there, right, Britt?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. All right, Marie. Well, you can join us Monday if you want. We'll be doing a meditation, which I don't know what's going to channel through me yet. Let's see what happens. All right, girls. Oh, we ended at a good time. Chelsea, I know you're going to bed, so good night. All right, girls.
Good night.
Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Awesome.
Bye, Dad.